what we're gonna do now is take a little tour of some soil family in Australia. Gonna give us a little tour of their farm.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Maybe we have to buy a kangaroo. We can't buy a kangaroo.
No.
Okay. 8 blueberry bushes today. Wow. We have 2. And one, oh, that sucker is a monster. It just rolled all over the place. But 8. Ooh.
You talking about blackberry?
That's blackberry.
You talking about blueberry?
Blueberry. We had 1 blueberry bush. I
kind of ran over it with the lawnmower.
But I had a friend. She loved blueberries. She was over 100 years old. Ate blueberries every single day. If you gave her a box of blueberries, they would be gone, demolished. But yeah. So
you could say that had something to do
with her living so long.
Yeah, you never know.
108. She ate her blueberries and bananas. She had every single day. So she lived a great life to 108. Can't complain.
Yes, you do. Do some product reviews with a blueberry bush.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to know. We like to see what's good and what's good for our climate, but we like what's not good for our climate too. So we like that. What do you call it? Plan to see if we can grow more, something different. 4 loads and 4 Tractor Supply. Do we ever see our Tractor Supply doesn't sell good plants?
They at a certain time of year they do put some plants out there. But we in that zone where only some of the things gonna actually work. So.
Love notes. I got 2 puppies. I would love to see a kangaroo square up with those 2 puppies. That would, all I can think about is, did you see the video when the kangaroo and the dog were fighting and the owner came and tried to fight the kangaroo? Oh my God, that was so funny. I wanted that kangaroo to beat him down. Hello, new friend.
What's up, Sweenies?
G'day, how's it going?
All right. You better give us a treat.
Yeah, I thought I'd just jump on and say hello as one of your new subs and just how much we appreciate the channel. It's your climate and growing conditions are very different to ours, but hoping we can get some inspiration from you. So yeah.
We can have inspiration from you.
But, yeah, you talk about that video of the kangaroo. Yeah, they're a beautiful animal. We get 20, 30, 40 of them on our property here, quite regularly. But they're very shy. But like all animals, if you corner them, they're gonna fire up and protect themselves.
Yeah. Do you blame them?
No, absolutely not. Not at all.
That's amazing. That's like normal to you, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I work at a local university in the town, and we have kangaroos that come in and live in amongst the buildings there, and we've got student accommodation, and there's always a few kangaroos laying in the garden beds and just chilling out. So yeah.
You know how different that actually sounds to somebody who never saw. I watch a lot of wildlife. I love it. Yeah. And just to see that's normal to y'all, it's weird to me.
Yeah. Look, it depends where you sort of live in Australia. So the people in the inner city, are a bit sort of disconnected from that. But out here in the country, kangaroos and even echidnas, and in some areas koalas and wombats and lace monitors and snakes it's just part of life here.
Wow. That's amazing.
I actually do a part-time helping out a couple of companies in Bendigo. I do venomous snake relocation, so I go into people's backyards and pick up poisonous snakes. And, Yeah, get them back out in the bush where they're supposed to be.
Any incidents with that?
No, I've been doing it for 5 years now, and no, I haven't had any close calls yet. But the thing is, if you ever get bitten, it's your fault. You haven't done the right thing. You've tried to grab them at the wrong time, or haven't used your correct technique. So it's never the snake's fault. They're just defending themselves like all animals do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you just relocate them when you catch them. You just really.
Yeah. So by our regulations, we have to try and get them within 2 kilometres, but we will go up to about 5. So we just find a bit of suitable native bush and take them up there and let them go, because they're like all animals. They have their role to play in the ecosystem, and snakes are a vital component of the local food web. So, we have to support our predatory birds, our kookaburras and eagles and hawks and tawny frogmouths and owls, and snake is a big part of their diet. So, we have to have them.
Yeah.
Y'all got the most poisonous snake there. I can't remember. Is it black monk? What is it?
No, the most venomous venom, or the most toxic venom on the planet, is the inland taipan. So you find those in outback Queensland and New South Wales. So they're probably about 23 hours drive from where I am. We don't get them down here. But the second most venomous snake on the planet is the eastern brown snake, and that's 95% of what I catch. They're the most commonly encountered snake in backyards.
Wow.
And they an adult brown snake has enough venom in one bite to kill anything up to about 500 men.
You say it again. 500 what?
500 people.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So thankfully they're very shy, very flighty. They're very scared snakes. They will defend themselves. So give them a chance and they'll make a run for it. But when I go into them, people only get bitten by them when they're trying to kill them or, interfere with them or do what I do and pick them up and do something stupid.
So if somebody get bit by, what's the chance of them surviving?
With correct first aid, 99.9%.
Okay. That's good.
If you don't do correct first aid, you're a goner within 15 to 30 minutes.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Do anybody have time to actually do it and get first aid?
Oh yeah. Well, I certainly carry a snake compression bandage with me, and I advocate people, like every Australian car, house, garage, tractor, shed should have a snake compression bandage in it. I'm trying to get that message out because they can appear anywhere. So if you bandage the wound correctly, you can actually, and by compressing the muscles, you stop the venom flowing through the lymphatic system, and then you can buy yourself 6-7 hours easy and enough time to get to hospital and get the anti-venom.
Okay, so is it like a tourniquet kind of thing, or?
No, it's a full limb compression bandage. So tourniquets don't work with our snakes here. I'm not sure about other nations and other snakes. I have no expertise in that area, but the Australian elapids, or the front fang venomous, their venom travels in the lymphatic system. So what you have to do is immobilize the limb so you don't move your muscles, because the lymphatic fluid moves through muscle movement. And then you start a compression bandage. So it's a tight elastic bandage, and you start at the wound, and then you basically bandage up the entire limb. And what you're trying to do is to compress the muscles. Like if you compress a sponge and then put it in the water and then you bring it out, and when you open your hand, that sponge is going to be dry.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's compressed, the fluid won't flow through it. So that's the theory behind it.
Okay, gotcha.
So we've actually got it on our Sweenies Creek channel, Sweenies Creek Farm channel. There's a video I did on how to bandage a snake bite, but it's only relevant for Australia.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyone watching that is, from another country, America or wherever, the best advice I can give you is, watch the video for interest, but do some research with your own wildlife departments and first aid departments and work out, what's the correct thing for you to do in your country.
Right. So is that because that bandage only worked, for y'all snakes, or is it because the rules and regulations is different?
Oh, look, it depends. I know that the American vipers, or the rattlesnakes, the venom delivery mechanism and the way the venom operates is different to our snakes. So I believe that's why a compression bandage doesn't work for those guys. So, as I said, I don't give any advice for anywhere apart from Australia because I don't have the expertise and I don't know the intricacies of it. So, you know, you can actually kill people by giving them the wrong advice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just something I do on the side. My other channel is Bomber Steve, and I have some videos on there when I'm not allowed to film when I catch them, but I can film them when I release them. So I've got a few videos where I talk about snakes and environmental issues and, you know, why we relocate them, and yeah.
And then you said that's Farmer Steve?
Bomber Steve.
Bomber Steve. Okay.
Yeah, BOMBER, and then Steve.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of snakes.
Well, you can watch them on this one. I've done all the hard work, and they've got a couple of beautiful snakes there. We have one called a red belly black, and that's my absolute favourite. They're really shy, absolutely gorgeous, jet black with a red belly, and yeah, they're beautiful. I've caught a couple of those last season, which was good.
Mm.
Mm.
You've been doing that for how long now?
Sorry?
You been doing that for how long now?
Oh, about 5 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I think I caught about 24 snakes last season. We're just heading into snake season now as we're sort of middle of spring, so they're starting to get active.
Right. So you just happened into that, or that's just something you was doing?
Oh, an opportunity came up at work, and they offered to do the training, and I said, yeah, let's do it, because I helped out a guy catch one day and went, oh, geez, that was interesting. I really enjoyed that. I want to do that.
You're a adrenaline junkie.
Most people would go, oh, you know, far out and don't let me anywhere near a snake. I went, oh, yeah, that's fantastic. I want to do that.
Hey, I got a quick funny story. I was a police officer, and somebody called saying it was a snake in their house, right? So I go to the house and I call them. I said, y'all want to call somebody? These people got a snake in their house. They said, well, go in there and see where it's at. So I ended up on these people on top of their chair. They sitting there looking at me like, you want to be here to help us? I'm like, where he at? He under there? We did. Somebody need to come and get me out of here. So I was like, y'all called the wrong person, because you know I ain't know
the cop was calling for backup. I'm not touching that.
They didn't mess around and had some bullets in their floor or something, because I wasn't having that.
Hey, now what I jumped on for, I'll swap my camera to the back so I can I'll give you a bit of a looky around our farm.
Yeah.
So we're on 20 acres here.
Wow.
So that's our house. That's 2/3 of our house. We're building another wing on this side.
Mm.
And then this is our fruit orchard that we've just installed. So we've got 20 fruit trees in here, and we've just been working.
What you growing there?
Oh, there's a bit of everything. So there's peaches, there's plums. This is an apricot. This one's a peach, and they've already sort of started coming to bloom, and they're starting to strike already, which has been really good. This one's one of my favourites. This is an Anzac peach. So,
what's the name of it again?
Anzac.
Anzac. Okay.
So it has a really beautiful peach on that one. So Anzac is the Australian New Zealand Army Corps. So that comes from the First World War, with our diggers that went over to Gallipoli and into the First World War. So this is a commemorative species honouring our returned servicemen. So it's a really important peach for me. It's lovely. My dad was my great grandfather was an Anzac.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he served at Gallipoli. And this is a quince tree. And quince is a really ugly fruit, and it's a smelly fruit, but it makes the most amazing jelly.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
And the name of that fruit again?
Quince.
Quince.
And you can make quince pudding out of it as well, and quince paste. And we've got nectarines, and we've got plums, and we've got We've got a Tahitian lime over there. We've got a Lisbon lemon. This is a lemon tree that my dad grew for me. I don't know what species it is, but it's going to be a fairly special one because it came from Dad. And one day I won't have my dad, but I'll have this lemon tree. So
that's right. That's right.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of trees. They can become a real memorial for people.
Yeah.
Right.
Mandarins. And yeah. And then this is our anti-rabbit and hare fence that we put up, and we'll be putting some wires up to about 8 feet, which will go a long way to keeping the kangaroos out, but not all of them. A big kangaroo, if it really wants to, can jump 10 feet.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. They've got a big spring in their back leg.
Man.
And I'm going to give you a little sneaky preview here. We haven't done the video on this one yet. These are our raised garden beds.
Got the exclusive right here.
Exclusive, yeah. So this here is what the wood looked like, and this is when you cut it up. That's what it's like inside.
Right.
So this is Australian red gum, which is a eucalyptus tree that grows around rivers and in wet areas, and it's a really hardy wood. This wood used to be a cattle yard on our property, probably 80, maybe 100 years old.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And it was totally unsavable. So we pulled it down and we kept all the wood and we ripped it up to make the garden bed. So they're all recycled materials. We try and recycle, reuse, and repurpose as much as we can.
Like Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Up here is the start of our organic recyclers. I've built a couple of compost bins which have just started in operation. We've only been here since about May, so we haven't been here long.
Yeah.
Like you have a great start, huh?
This is my worm farm that I just put in a couple of weekends ago. There's a video on our channel about that one.
Yeah.
And I love worm farms. So, and that's all loaded up with sifted horse manure.
Okay.
As a first medium for them to get stuck into. And then this is our first compost bin in operation. So it's made out of recycled pellets.
That's smart.
Yeah.
We would
the video on that one as well on how I did it. So
we had to check that out. We got some pilots. I think we're gonna do the same thing.
That's my partner Julianne coming along. I'll show you the back. That's only the front 5 acres. No, this is onto the back 5 acres. Where are you guys located?
We in Georgia, in the United States.
Georgia, yeah, that's right.
We're in Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah. So
that's amazing right there. I would love.
Yeah, well, it looks good this time of year, not so much in the middle of summer. So Julianne's got a plan for this recycling these pallets. It's going to become our first chook tractor. So we've got some chickens and they're going to be going into the orchard and have their own little mobile house.
Yeah.
And move them around and use portable electric fencing to move them around and get them out and about. So
So you say it don't look too good in the middle of the summer, like?
Oh no, she's dry as, mate. She's dry and dusty and really quite horrible. Yeah, we have a very dry summer. We only get on average 20 inches of rain a year in this location.
Wow.
Now you guys get that in a month sometimes.
Yeah, sometime in a week.
Sometimes in a week, exactly. So these are
how do you manage all your plants, like with that little bit of rain?
You might see over there next to that shed, I've got some bathtubs. So I'll take you over and show you. So basically we have access to a water pipe in town. So I take a 300-gallon IBC in, I load it up with water, and then I come back and I fill up their bathtub. So as far as keeping the cows watered, that's what we're doing at the moment. So yeah, that's how I keep them watered.
Yeah.
They're the main ones we've got to worry about. As far as irrigating the land here, we don't do anything at the moment. But once we've got our garden bed set up, we'll have some tanks to catch rainwater, but we'll also be supplementing that with the water we get from the pipe in town. And way down there in the distance are our Murray grey cows. So they've got the run of 15 acres down here to wander around and eat and poop and make really good stuff for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So the
okay.
Murray grey is a breed from Australia, and it's specifically bred for our conditions down here. Now,
So they said they have free roam of about 15 acres.
at the moment, eventually we'll be getting these guys into rotational grazing as well. So they'll have a restricted area. We'll move them on, then we'll bring the chickens in after them, and then we'll bring the pigs in that we're going to get after them to turn the ground over and work and build the soil up. So
Wow.
that's part of our 5-year plan to get it onto full rotational.
That's
This,
amazing. You say you've been there since May. So have you was on some property before then, or?
We've had this property for about 3 years, so we've been doing a bit here and there, but we were living in a rental in town.
Okay.
So the cows we've had for probably 3 years, I think. But actually living on the property's only happened this year.
Okay.
So this is Jennifer. She's the oldest heifer that we've got, and she's pregnant at the moment. You can see a nice big round belly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's Uni, also known as Udini, because she's the one that keeps escaping out of the bloody paddock. If there's a way out, she will find it.
Oh wow.
And laying down there in the middle is New Year's resolution. We just call him Rezzy. He's our big bull. No, he's up to about, I think he's on about 800 kilos now, so he's getting a good size.
Yeah.
Don't ask me what that is in pounds and whatever. But
I want that property, man. I got to get.
yeah. Look, if it stayed, if there was a way of irrigating it and keeping it green like this, it'd be, it's sensational. But, Australian climate is what it is, and that's what we've grown up and what we're used to. So,
Right.
yeah. This yellow flower that's everywhere, we call it capeweed.
Mm-hmm.
And, it goes berserk. It provides good fodder for the cows.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And, this is the stuff that's gold though.
Yeah. Cow patch.
Yeah. We're going to be collecting that and putting into the worm farm and into the compost heap. And we've got sort of plans to do a fair bit of soil improvement and getting some organic material in.
Oh yeah.
But, as you can see, this property used to be part of a 60-acre property, and it was cut into 3. So there's 20 acres there with another family, and another 20 acres behind us. It was an old cattle farm here. So, that's sort of our farm. So we're trying to get our raised garden bed going, getting our orchard going. Our channel sort of focuses on our cows, our chickens, gardening, cooking and preserving as well. So we're hoping to get a good crop of fruit in the next season and get a lot preserved up. We've got a collection of probably, I don't know, 600, maybe 700 preserving glasses ready to go, jars.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely going to be, keeping up with you.
Yeah. I just
That's good.
So.
That's amazing. I love to see that.
And this is a la carte menu for cows. This is how we give them their round bales.
Mm.
So we put them in there, and it stops them from getting on top of it and pooping and peeing on it, and then they don't want to eat it. So, but as you can see, they grab it and throw it around and make a bit of a mess, but it does save a lot of wastage. So I'm actually using this as a way of improving the soil too, because I had the round bale there and there, and all that green grass up there, there's been round bales moved all around that place. So as they eat and poop and that and around, it actually creates a little micro area where the soil will build up, and as that discarded straw drops away, then we're getting pretty good soil improvement. So we actually had a driveway straight between those trees there. It was like gravel. And as you can see now, it's all green, and that's simply what the cows have done with their eating.
Right.
So
that's amazing.
Any animal can be made to work for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's a lot going on. You get to do it full time?
Sorry?
I said you got a lot going on. You get to do it full time?
Nah, we both have full-time jobs. So
you say you work at a university, so
yeah, and Julianne works even harder than me. So she works with a company helping out with financial assistance for farmers.
Right.
Yeah, between the full-time jobs and sort of looking after the farm and trying to film and edit, and might get a bit hectic, but hey, if you sit still and do nothing, you might as well be dead, right?
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
And the part that you love, you can't really call that work, right?
No, exactly right. Yeah. No. Well, here's another
Our
ring.
only thing is remembering to record, just to,
Yeah.
So we love doing it. We're gonna do it regardless, but we got to remember to drag a camera with us.
Well, look, we started not so much to do a YouTube channel. We just wanted to document our journey, and then we thought, we'll start sharing it, and it sort of went from there. So it was more of a video record for our own memories, but also our son Harrison, so that he could look back and see what his mum and dad did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't you wish you could have, your parents and grandparents could have did the same thing, so you could?
Oh, exactly right. Yeah. People say, yeah, I mean, I'd give anything to have a day where I could sit down with my grandparents and have a chat and write down notes and ask them all the questions that I've got.
Sometimes you want to see, you can see that personality of them and say, "Oh, that's probably where I got it from, or my son get that from."
Yeah, well, my granddad on dad's side was a mad Irishman, and so I've got Irish on one side and German on the other, which explains my temper.
But y'all are doing amazing. I love it.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad you came to share it.
Excellent. Yeah, no, we're trying to just network with a few channels and share what we've got and connect with people. And as I keep saying to people, the more you connect with people, the more we find that we've got in the same and similar. And it's the similarities that bring us together, and it's the differences that make us unique. And we need to celebrate those differences and embrace them and understand them.
That's right. That's right. We're so new at this, but we have met some of the most amazing people in these 3 weeks of being on YouTube. So it's great.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to do a bit of a plug. 8:00 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow night. We're Saturday night for you, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're doing a live with Boots and Bounty.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah. So we're really excited about that. They're a lovely, lovely family, and we're going to have a bit of a chat and get up some craziness. So yeah.
All right.
We'll be here.
We definitely will be there.
That'd be awesome. All right. Well, I'm getting Julianne looking over, saying, "What are you doing, Steve?" So I better actually start. She's working. She's pointing to her imaginary watch on her wrist. So I think I better get back to work, eh?
Yeah, I sneak off to the bathroom for my break. So I say I gotta go to the bathroom, and an hour later he's like, "Okay." So I know.
All right, Sweenies Creek Farm. That's the name of your channel?
That's definitely. Yep, that's him. Right. Come on over and join the family. We love it.
We will see you tomorrow.
All right.
Right there.
Take care. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.
That's amazing. We had talked to somebody from Africa and Australia. That is amazing.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat that, I'm sure to the people who been on here forever, that's nothing to y'all, but to me, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I would have never been able to talk to somebody from Africa,
especially to be so
and Australia.
small. You know, in my mind, I probably could see us talking to people from all over the world within 5 years or so of being on YouTube. We have been on YouTube for 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks. We pushing that month real close, I want to say, but you know, it's been an amazing journey and meeting people from all over. That's what make me love it even more. Like we can meet people from anywhere. You can't do this on Facebook. You know, you can, but not like this.
And we love what we do, and we think that it's interesting. The question is, will anybody else? You know,
Yeah.
We think we got an amazing thing, but that's us.
Yeah, yeah. It's amazing to us, and we just
then,
want to share it.
yeah, and you know, to find out that there's some people that are interested in the same things.
That's right,
it's a
love
great
notes.
thing.
From one end of the world to another, just that fast. Look at how fast we went from one end of the world to another, and we found out what's going on in Ghana and what's going on in Australia. Just that fast. Didn't have to leave home. You didn't have to spend thousands of dollars to get there to find out. Feel like we've been from one end of the world to the other.
And great people. I mean, great people.
Y'all.
You know, so
y'all were here for this ride, and it was great. You know, I appreciate all of y'all popping in, hit that like button, communicating with us. I mean, it's been great.
Yeah, and we open books, so I mean, we have no issues. You know, we're regular people.
We are regular people,
and we don't mind
we
talking
are born regular people.
we don't have no problem talking and discussing. I mean, we want to know all y'all. We want y'all to know us. We want y'all to be, you know, family. We want y'all to join us on our journey of life, and you know, let's do it together. You know, and it'll be a great thing.
Yeah. Share what we know. That's how you grow.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that was gonna rhyme, but it sounded good once I said it. But
Tupac.
it flowed well, so hey, we're gonna run